All right, guys, let me ask you something. If you had 1 extra hour every day, what would you do? I mean, like if you had 25 hours as opposed to 24 hours, how would you spend that time? And most of us feel like we don't have enough time in the day, right? And there's others who would say, well, you do, you're just not allocating time wisely enough. You're dawdling it away, doing things that don't really matter so much. So you need to hustle a little bit more and get on the ball. But I'll tell you what, there's a lot of times when I really feel like I don't have any more time. I think what happens when we keep trying to squeeze more time in, we end up sacrificing something we really do need on the other end, like sleep, some kind of rest. And we feel guilty about not making progress in one area because we're trying to do something right in another area. And I've done this most of my life. It's called burning the candle at both ends. But going back to my question, what would you do if you had one more hour in a day? Well, I thought about this. And I guess I could come up with a lot of things. And I had to settle on this one thing, I guess. And that is, I would like to have dinner with a friend or someone I'm interested in getting to know. In all the right ways, I mean. You know, I like talking to people and finding out their story. I think there's always something to learn from them. And I like to eat. Okay, I like to eat. But people interest me, and food interests me, and I love the atmosphere, and it's just a great way to spend time, in my opinion. There's not much expected of me. All I have to do is listen and ask questions, and it's good for both people, right? That's a great way to spend time. Nothing real pressing. That's what I would prefer. But I went on to Google and I asked, because I figure someone has to be having this conversation, probably many times over. What would you do with an extra hour in your day? So here's what Google said. Number one on this list, people say they would sleep that extra hour. I believe that. Most of us probably need a little more sleep. I have a guess that probably a number of us that get too much, though. Okay, the other one was take a bath. That would be my wife. She takes very long baths. Clean. Would you clean? Would you spend your time cleaning? Well, maybe. Some people are very bothered by the fact that they don't have enough time to tidy things up and make things look nice, and then when somebody gets ready to come over, they're in a rush. They would like to be able to keep up with that on a regular basis, but the clock just ticks away. The other one was go for a drive. That would be relaxing. Go to the gym. All right? Teach myself a skill. I guess you could, if you could consistently do it. Watching my favorite TV series. Clean out your emails. In other words, organize things, right? Learn Mandarin. Who's saying that? I'm not saying it's not worth it, but send some thank yous, volunteer, and write. Okay, so I don't know, I guess this is what people are thinking, and I can't say that any of the things I'm thinking, how's it going, man, are on the list. They're not really. Okay, so like I said, I would spend time having dinner with a friend, socializing, getting to know someone that I'm interested in that I don't know already. And I don't know where you fall on the list. Depends on where you're at in life, what your needs are. But I guess the real question is, do we actually have an extra hour a day to do something that we really need to prioritize more often? Like I said, I think it's valid to think that we might not have an extra hour. I mean, it's not an extra hour. We might not be able to forge out time. We may not be able to create an extra hour somewhere by sacrificing something else, like relaxing, just chilling out. And it's tough. And it's a battle that we all wage in our mind at some point or another. And I do think it's important sometimes to do absolutely nothing with our time. Maybe that's the best thing to do, is absolutely nothing with that extra hour. Just relax and enjoy life. It's probably what I do most of the time if I have extra time. I don't really feel so guilty anymore about not getting certain things done. I mean, I battle with it from time to time, but the truth of it is, I think that there are times when we should do nothing. That's not the real point of this video, though. Is there a way you could make more time to do the things that you want to do? Okay? Maybe what you want to do and what you want to prioritize didn't fall on this list anywhere. Are you wasting time somewhere that, like doing something stupid, something meaningless, and maybe you've been confronted about it before? Could you give that up to prioritize something else? What if it wasn't an hour? What if it was just 10 minutes? And that would make a difference. In fact, I choose to, when there's things that I know that need to be done, I don't feel like I have enough time. Maybe I haven't worked out that day, but I feel like I need to get something in, or maybe I need to clean, or maybe I need to read. Instead of going, man, I really need to get this stuff done. Instead of focusing on getting something done, all I do is say, I'm going to work on this for 10 minutes or for 20 minutes. I'll set a timer. And it's amazing what we can accomplish when we do that. We don't actually need 25 hours in a day as opposed to 24. Maybe we just need to manage our time more. And my guess is that most of us would do nothing different with more time in the day. So the takeaway isn't solely that you could be doing more. It's just to make you think. You may not need to do more. You might already be doing too much. So think about it. Do you just need to relax and do less and do nothing? That might be actually good for you. It's going to be different for everybody. Or could just devoting a little more time to something make a difference? I hope that's helped, because I know that's what I have to do. That's the only way I can get some things done. Honestly, guys, I don't feel like I really have enough hours in a day, but I just accept it. It doesn't bother me as much anymore. And I hope it doesn't eat you up. And I hope that you'll try to, be mindful of your time and not dawdle it away. But don't give yourself such a hard time if you're just relaxing too. When you need to get something done, just try to commit just a wee bit of time if you can. And that's it. All right, guys. Leave your comments down below. Tell me what you would do if you had 25 hours in a day as opposed to 24. Something different? Nothing different? Or would it make just a little difference? And like the video. I appreciate it. And I'll catch you guys on the flip-flop. In the meantime, be wise.